眠り時へくねて君を見失い凍らしたくなる今すべて望む言葉が二度と聞けないなら命さえ無意に差し出すでしょう消えそうな輝きへと寄り添う想い孤独だよ私のもとにも朝日が来るの答えて二人をつなぐ愛があると招かれた絶望の果てに立ち向かう生まれて滅びる人の意識こそが未来を選び鍵を開ける
So, care to tell me what this is?
Dongo, something wrong with your vision?
What, this many?
I haven't paid for them yet because you're going to.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, as recompense for your failure the other day. We infiltrated that fortress for no reason, and then, like an imbecile, you abandoned a hero relic. So, till our quest is done, you owe me Dongo every day.
Wait, you are just as much to blame for that as I am. What could we have done? Hell, I guess if you could have had things your way, you would have preferred to let the dragon gnaw on our lifeless bodies. And besides, you eat too much dong. Okay, fine, it's a deal. I'll buy them. I'd be glad to.
Well, that's settled.
Come again.
Why is this happening to me? Why? I know this is Sion's fault. This journey was his brilliant idea. That man continually heaps piles of crap on my life! He's probably enjoying a nice hot bath while servants feed him grapes and wash his feet.
Your Majesty, this is a rebellion. It is best met with an iron fist, not with compassion.
Do you forget your place? Watch your tone when you address His Majesty.
No, what I have to say must be heard. You have been far too soft. You granted lands to the nobles of Estable in exchange for a promise of peace. You offered the commoners protection. Strength, not weakness, keeps order.
You have said enough. So the ringleader shows himself at last.
Forgive him his passion, Your Majesty. It is born out of love for this kingdom.
You need not apologize.
As such, how do you plan to quell this rebellion? What path will you take? If I may offer you my counsel, expediency is essential, my liege.
And what would he have us do? It hasn't been 2 days since we first received notice. We don't know who's responsible for the uprising, much less the strength of their forces.
He's an irritating bastard.
Countermeasures have already begun. Our intelligence dispatch has returned useful results. The old king's only daughter is responsible for the revolt, Lady Noah N. Colonel Miran Froad will brief you on the information we've gathered.
From what we can tell, the Estable forces are over 50,000 strong.
What? 50,000 men's not a revolt? It's a bloody war!
Based on our earliest projections, it's extremely likely that civilians from neighboring territories will suffer casualties. This cannot be. We will evacuate them to the castle immediately. And of course, in your absence, we will protect your territories.
No, that's unacceptable.
You'd have us abandon our lands while the military tramples over them? Surely the Colonel doesn't think us fools.
Does this reluctance derive from fear of what we might discover?
No, it certainly does not.
If you prefer to stay behind, you are welcome to do so. One way or the other, Estable's forces are coming. 50,000 strong and counting. My lord, I will lead the army if it pleases your majesty. We'll fortify the surrounding territories and suppress Estable's forces.
No, Rear Admiral Clau Klom will command our legions.
I'm honored, Your Majesty.
Colonel, you'll be in charge of gathering and disseminating information. Give the Admiral whatever he needs.
With respect, I must object, sire.
It's not up for discussion. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Majesty, what is this about exactly?
You're behind the revolt in Estable, aren't you? You planted the seed of rebellion and united the people under a banner of hatred as a pretext for quashing them. Yet the war is only a mask shrouding your intent to expose the nobles who aim to push me from the throne.
And if that were true, what would you do, sire?
I'd do nothing. You just focus on the task at hand. Nothing more.
I wish my father would choose to leave Roland.
The king made his choice long ago. You must not fret for him. Your father readily sold his kingdom in exchange for Roland's blood money and the promise of protection. He has chosen his path.
Yes, I know that. But still, if he were to return home and lead the rebellion, the spirits of the people would be lifted.
The people love you. You have the respect and support of all of the nobles. Where you lead, we follow. You're our king now.
My heart fears for the people.
And why is that?
What if the rebellion fails and we falter on the field of battle? Roland has long been our friend and ally. Why should that change now? I fear our actions are imprudent.
Roland cares nothing for us. We are sworn to protect this kingdom.
My only concern is for the people, not the kingdom. And deep down my heart tells me that this is not their will. What can this bloodshed bring but death and misery? The people of this land deserve a life of peace and prosperity. After all, aren't you the person who taught me that, Saluel?
Our men are imbued with that same spirit. They're prepared to fight for those same principles, but readiness is all and the time to strike is upon us. The Roland nobles would have our people crawling on all fours like beasts. Fulfill your duty and ride out to meet them.
If what you say is true, then for the people's sake, I must.
I'd follow you anywhere, my lady, even straight into the arms of death.
My dream is to build a kingdom, a place where peace always reigns, where everyone can be happy. What do you think? Can I do it, Saluel?
Of course you can!
Too long have our people lived in the grasp of Roland's fist. We'll meet them on the field of battle and be free once again!
I bring news from the front! The battle is underway, sire!
What are their numbers?
Looks like the first wave's 8 to 9,000.
Just as Colonel Froad claimed. I don't like it at all.
Sir?
Forget about it. We should be able to take this field with minimal casualties. Ride! All forces, attack!
The dogs are Roland! One rock that they crawl out from under. We can't use spells. We run the risk of killing our own men.
Cleave through them, soldiers! Where is he? Their commander! Death is rebellion's only reward. Lay down your weapons, or meet the same fate as your commander. So much death and destruction, and to what end?
Defeated again? It's almost as if they're aware of our strategy before we can implement it.
I told you not to strike again. I knew we were being hasty.
We had no choice.
Crimson Cloud. That's an unfitting name for a man so concerned with our troops' well-being.
But, my lady...
If what you say is true, Admiral Clom has gone to great lengths to spare our troops and force them to surrender.
Perhaps.
These are not the actions of an enemy. The King of Roland is clearly offering us his grace and his goodwill.
With all due respect, my lady, don't let naivete get the best of you.
Yes, he's right. Once Estable falls and the nobles have been supplanted, they will wreak havoc on our people and our lands.
Our cause is not lost yet. You must not falter, Princess.
Admiral Clom's forces have surrounded the rebel army's main stronghold.
What have you done?
Withdraw the entire Roland army and release all prisoners immediately. If you do not concede to all demands herein, the citizens of Estebul will be beheaded on the spot. Those very words were delivered by missive to the enemy camp.
The hero king of Roland won't stand by and let common people suffer for his sins.
But Saluel, that's not what...
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, but it simply couldn't be helped. Understand, I'm trying to protect you, my lady.
You claim it's for my sake you hold our people hostage.
This is the will of the people. If Estebul falls, then what will become of them? Would you prefer we disgrace our people by bowing down and raising the banner of truce?
Do you think this brings them honor? That holding them hostage bears no disgrace? Surely there must be another way.
No, there isn't.
I see. You've propped me up on the throne so I could be your puppet. In the end, I can't save anybody, can I?
My lady! Roland's attacking us. The Roland legions. They're attacking the Estebul fortress, sir.
It's impossible.
Our squadrons are assembled, Admiral, and they're advancing towards the enemy.
Wait, what squadrons exactly?
Maybe His Majesty deployed the reinforcements.
The king put the Roland forces under my command, Shuss. No way he'd do something like that.
Of course, sir.
No. It's Froad.
That's impossible. This doesn't make sense. The Admiral wouldn't disregard our warnings and attack.
If the fortress is overrun, we'll be branded as war criminals. For God's sakes, we threatened our own people.
No. This fight is far from over. Let's execute the hostages.
Yes, I see. Roland is calling us on our bluff. If we kill a hostage, they'll know how serious we are.
Gentlemen, stop this nonsense.
My lady?
This ordeal's gone on long enough. I won't stand for it. I command you, release the hostages.
But, Princess...
If a life must be lost, then let me be the one to make the sacrifice.
Princess. No, I won't allow you to perish on your own. Please, my lady. You must allow me to accompany you.
Yes, we are with you as well.
Your words alone are enough to give me courage.
Your Highness, please.
But I want every last one of you to live. In my honor, seek to provide the people of this land with a happy life and a lasting peace. Do this for me, please.
Now I have a dilemma. I have to confess, I do find your sentiments to be quite moving. However, I'm afraid the life of the crowned princess alone won't suffice to atone for the crimes you've committed against the blessed king of Roland. So, to accompany the terrible tragedy of the kingdom of Estebul falling, I can think of no better adornment than another tragedy.
Who are you?
My name is Mirin Froad. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm a colonel in the Roland army.
How'd you get here?
What, did you kill every soldier outside?
Certainly not. Though one would think you'd have more confidence in your military. Of course, even if the fortress did fall, the Roland soldiers couldn't come inside. After all, this place has an important role to play in the finale of this tragedy. Darkness. Attack!
The princess! Hurry! Let's go!
You can't leave them!
Come on!
Everyone's dead. It's gone. They're gone. The kingdom and all of the people, too.
You're wrong. Not everything is gone.
How can you say that? What hope do we have now?
You're alive, aren't you? In a final act of rebellion, let's attack them. We'll start by executing the hostages.
But Saluel...
And you should be the one to lead them to victory, Your Highness. You should command them.
No, but... we can't.
And then Saluel, the Estebul noble, the savior of the kingdom of Roland, will kill the recalcitrant princess and put an end to the bloodshed. For which deed, the young hero king will shower him in accolades.
This was your plan from the beginning. To use the hostages to prop yourself up. To sacrifice me. I trusted you.
Initially, I planned to take control of the kingdom and have you as my queen.
My only desire was to create a kingdom where people could live in peace and prosperity. But now...
The world cares nothing for your childish ideals, Noah.
Even still, Even still...
You are adorable. Too bad this is the end for you.
Sorry to alarm you. Roland is not in need of a hero so desperately that we'd resort to such a disgraceful man.
Who's behind this? Is this the will of Sion Astal, the hero king of Roland, or is it your doing?
No, my king has no taste for such things. I'm afraid I must take responsibility for this ruse.
Hold on. Then you're the one who's been conspiring with Saluel to lead us into this revolt?
Yes, it was me. Of course, the king saw through my plan and appointed Admiral Clom to suppress the revolt in my place. That's the kind of man my king is. However, it's just as Saluel said. This cruel world cares nothing for childish ideals. Sadly, after Lady Noah kills the hostages, she takes her own life. That's how this tragedy ends.
You actually believe King Astal would forgive that?
No, but as I'm not planning on his finding out, there will be no indiscretion for him to forgive. Besides, you're the only one who knows.
Everything's all right. Just come with me. It was always you behind this revolt.
Congratulations, Clom. You've bested me. I wasn't expecting you to be here with such speed.
You have betrayed your king!
Admiral Clom. Wait, that means that this man is Crimson Cloud?
For the sins you've committed.
Let me guess. You're going to put an end to me.
You've preyed on the compassion of our king long enough!
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Do you not see that? Do you not see the terrible burden that daily gnarls him?
The only thing I see is a dead man standing in front of me.
For the sake of the weary path the king must tread, I will execute Lady Noah in and the hostages. If you continue to stand in my way, Admiral.
You do what you have to do, Colonel.
I'd hoped you would say that.
He'll kill him. For the sake of the innocent people of Estable, we cannot afford to lose this man. We mustn't. Fraude! Colonel Fraude! You don't have to slaughter the hostages in order to conquer Estable. There's another alternative. I will persuade them. All of our people. I can convince them to follow Roland.
My lady, what are you?
It will be far more effective than killing the hostages and damning Estable. No more blood need be spilled for you to be the victor.
Indeed. It's true you are well loved by the common people of this land. Though there will be many a detractor who calls you a traitor for selling out her people to the Roland nobility.
I care not. And when everything is all said and done, you may assassinate me if you see it fit. Just promise. Promise you'll give my people peace.
We have a deal. Consider the rebellion ended. Please call off your soldiers, Admiral. They're done here.
Damn you! My lady, are you all right?
I am now, with you and the King of Roland on my side. I'm sorry to ask, but I'm afraid that I can't stand on my own just yet. Would you be so kind as to lend me your hand?
Of course.
Thank you. With men like you, I know the people will be fine. I know it.
Again, people have died. Again, I forced Cloud to wet his hands with blood. The rebellion, it was a necessary evil. It's for that reason I didn't charge the Colonel with a crime. I gave Cloud the military reins hoping to spare lives, even if only a handful or not. Perhaps this is my justification.
What's wrong? Are you gonna cry? Just like in all my picture books. That is a face on the verge of tears. But this is the first time I've seen one in person. Ferris has never made a sad face like that. And Lucille is always smiling, which personally I find kind of scary.
Well, Lucille is quite terrifying.
So you gonna cry or not?
No, I'm not.
Did I come in at a bad time or something?
Perhaps.
I'll come back then. Next time you cry, you be sure to show me.
Before you go, didn't you have a report from Ryner and Ferris to give me?
Oh, I almost forgot. Here you go.
So the dog is Ryner and the angel is Ferris, I take it.
Yep, that's right. The wild animal is being tamed by the beautiful angel Ferris.
Same as always. What's this?
Oh, they dug up a really big hole and pulled out some kind of dagger. They didn't know how to use it, so they threw it away and then a dragon appeared before them.
They're real. The relics exist. I don't believe it.
My lord.
Ah, what news, Miller?
Here.
You're certain of this?
The information comes from him, Your Majesty. I'm sure I don't have to tell you who I mean.
Iris, I'm dispatching you. I need you to return to Ryner and Ferris immediately.
All right, Ryner. Take care of today's portion, please.
Dongo, 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 dongo! Sion, you! Sion, you!
Sorry, but vulgar words are forbidden here.
迫る闇の冠に心と差す時揺られる遠い日のリフレ響く痛みを越えて目指すよ君と見た透き通るあの未来
Go back and search for the hero relic we just found? What a pain! Thanks, but no thanks. Why is it that no matter where we go, things always end up being a huge pain in my... Ah, this sucks!